What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along after another abject Liverpool failure away from home. A shambolic performance from a bunch of cowards. That's what I'm going to say today, because every single one of those men out there on that pitch were a disgrace. No reaction to the result against Real Madrid. No effort, no commitment, no confidence, no nothing other than accepting of another dour result. It is not good enough. We need changes. I'm going to take you through my initial thoughts on the game. I want to know your thoughts as well. As you can see, we did have lots of winners today, thanks to our sponsor Circl. The football sweepstakes game with the winner was decided by events that happened live on the pitch, and every moment counted. We had 6 winners today, one of them winning 48 quid. If you want to join us for future circles, scan the QR code underneath the phone image on the screen. You do need to be a UK resident, age 18 plus, to play along with us, and it is a gambling product, so we urge you to please gamble responsibly. Right, look, I can't sugarcoat this, and I don't use the word cowards lightly, but nobody out there today was taking responsibility. Nobody out there today tried to grab that game by the scruff of the neck and change it. And as for our manager, well, I've got a lot of questions for Jurgen Klopp as well. Trent Alexander-Arnold was a disgrace out there. How he stayed on that pitch as long as he did, I will never know. Jordan Henderson, I don't know what he was doing. I don't know what his role was in that team, other than to run around like a broken FIFA player, just jogging up and down on the spot and allowing players to drift past midfield. It's just not good enough. Van Dijk leading a defence with very little to do, and yet we still almost conceded. Trent gifting opportunities to opposition players. Where do I stop? I could continue to go on and on and on, and the tone was set early doors. Passes 15 yards behind our players. Passes sideways, backwards, nothing going forward. The starting 11 I disagreed with as well. What the hell is up with Darwin Núñez? Answer me this. Riddle me this, friends. How can you be okay to play a match on Tuesday, yeah, 4.5, 5 days later, you're unable to play on a Saturday, but yet you might be able to play again on the Wednesday? Something doesn't smell right here, and I hope we haven't signed another sick note, because how can you do your shoulder, an injury, against Newcastle, be fit enough to play against Real Madrid, and only got taken off to rest him up because we were so far behind? Klopp must have thought, well, I'll get him ready for the weekend. No, couldn't even have that. So yet again, we are left with more questions than answers. But this is unforgivable. To go from that result at home, the biggest amount of goals conceded in the club's history at home in Europe, and that's the reaction. That's where we're at. That's what this season means to these guys. A bunch of absolute cowards out there on the pitch tonight. Nobody, and I mean nobody, taking responsibility. What happened to Mohamed Salah? What happened to the guy who was scoring goals for fun? Now, before you have a pop at me and get onto your high horses to tell me about his goals and assists, it's 1 in 3 roughly at this point. That's not good enough for a man on 350 or 400 grand a week. He had 5 chances today. The one that hit the crossbar, yes, very unlucky, came in and quickly took it well. But the other ones, a couple of piddly little attempts that drifted wide, and one that was straight at the goalkeeper. Again, not good enough for somebody who was being given a new contract to show that he is the statesman at the club, to show that he is the leader, the difference maker. He's not making any difference now other than to John W. Henry's bank balance. I don't even know where to go. I could carry on ranting about this for ages, but it's just sheer disappointment. We somehow found our way back in a top 4 race, beat Newcastle away, set ourselves up. You look at these 2 fixtures coming up and you think, Crystal Palace away and Wolves. Surely 2 games that we can manage to find a way to get 3 points from. But no. That would be far too normal. That would be far too much of us to expect as Liverpool fans now. Because we have to just keep buying the company line that this wasn't foreseeable and we're all very surprised and yada yada, injuries, yada yada. Ultimately, we all know we have a load of sick notes. We all know that Jurgen Klopp's methods mean that players pick up injuries and knocks. But yet somehow, we're just supposed to sit here and believe that everybody else is surprised by it. Nobody in the club seen it coming. Couldn't have foreseen this. Are you having a laugh? How on earth was Trent not dragged off that pitch at half time? Because himself And who else was it in midfield that was particularly shocking? Henderson was horrendous, but there was one more performance there today from the starting 11. I'm just going to look back through again to see. Keita, yes, Naby Keita. Now, let me just take a minute to speak about Naby Keita, the man who's been stealing a career since he's come to the club, the man who just couldn't be bothered by the looks of him. He should never, ever, ever wear a Liverpool shirt again. He should be told to go and play with the under-21s until the season finishes because he is useless. He is absolutely pathetic as a footballer. He has all the talent in the world but couldn't be arsed. It's just shocking. And yet he picks them. He picks these lads. What are you seeing in training, Klopp? What are you seeing that makes you think that Jordan Henderson, James Milner and Naby Keita are going to be the men to go out here and grind you out a result? Meanwhile, Fabio Carvalho must wonder what the hell he's doing joining Liverpool Football Club when senior pros are being put out there to play shit week after week, and he's sitting there scratching his head wondering what the hell is going on. What does he have to do to get an opportunity? Perfect opportunity from today. Put him in there with 25 minutes to go. Tell him to find a bit of space and a bit of magic. But no. We continue to do what we always do, which is put faith in people who have let Klopp down time and time and time again. And you know what? We got what we deserved today, which is fuck all, nothing, zero. Leaving there with a point, we might as well have lost the game. It is just abject uselessness. I can't even think of really a shot that Alisson had to save, so it's not like... He had one that Trent gifted the ball to Mateta, I think it was, and Alisson got a hand in it. But other than that, I don't remember our keeper even having too much to do. Defensively, we didn't have too much to do. We weren't penned in. We controlled possession. We just didn't finish the job again. And I'm sorry, we do have to start asking questions of Klopp, because at half-time, every single person in my chat, every single person, be they a Liverpool fan or not, said the same thing. Time to get Keita off and Trent off. No way should they start the second half. Well, he got one of them right. He took off Keita and brought Elliott on, but somehow Trent survived. Again, I don't know what message that sends out to players. If Trent can be that crap week after week and get away with it and get to 75 minutes, again, more questions than answers here with the manager. It's just disappointing. It's just frustrating. And we know what's going to come. If we don't get top 4, we know that John W. Henry already has the PR excuses ready about why we won't get money to spend in the summer, why Jurgen Klopp can't do the full rebuild. He'll use the Champions League as an excuse. There's too much of that going on at this club. There's too many people looking for cheap ways out and excuses, and not enough people doing the hard yards, making the difficult decisions and the big calls. And this needs to be said. Some of those players have no right to wear a shirt anymore. Keita shouldn't be near the first 11 again. Trent should immediately be dropped for the game against Wolves. I don't care if Trent can score a free kick. I don't care if Trent can make assists. He can't defend. So unless you're going to start playing him in midfield, you can't play him at right back. Even when they weren't attacking much today, he was still finding ways to give them opportunities. It is just not good enough for players who know better. And the manager sits there and watches it and allows it. And I'm sure will come out with some absolute codswallop in his post-match presser about excuses or injuries or yada, yada, yada. Ultimately, the buck stopped with the manager and the owners, and we need better, or we are going to be another team of also-rans for the next 10 or 15 years. So you may think I'm overreacting here, but this has been coming all season. Anybody with anything about them, anybody with any type of strength of character would want to run through a brick wall for that jersey, for that manager, and for those away fans after what they subjected people to against Real Madrid. 2-0 up at home, and we capitulate to lose 5-2. And that's the response. Not good enough. I'm going to go do my player ratings. I'm looking forward to your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to you guys. Do hit the subscribe button. Do drop a like on the video. Yeah, much love. Bye-bye.